Well, the beautiful blue skies have returned to Huntington Beach after a misty morning here at City Hall, just in time for the Huntington Beach Police Department open house. That's right. So your question, what are your questions, Huntington Beach, today?
Okay, so this is my first time at the open house for the police department, which is very interesting. Nice to see everybody, but I'm wondering how much and what does it take to put this on? It looks like a lot of work.
Well, Stephen, it really does take the whole community to make an event like this work. We are fortunate that within the department we have a lot of talented and great police officers who come out here and give their time to talk to the community. And we're fortunate that we also have a lot of community partners that come out as well. So months in advance we start working with the community and with our officers to get them here and engaged, and this is one of the best days of the year.
What can people expect when they come to open house like this?
So here we have a variety of things. We have people from different businesses throughout the city, so you can come out here, meet your neighbors, learn about their businesses, see how they support the police department. In addition to that, we do have divisions from our Huntington Beach Police Department out here. We have representation from our SWAT division.
SWAT officer Kevin, of course, is with us. Kevin, what is the one thing that's kind of like top of mind that you would like the public to know about the SWAT?
In regards to SWAT team, that we're here for the community in any kind of high-risk situations, that we're here to rescue people if need be, and that we're here for that if anything goes crazy in the city, that we're here for them, and that they can count on us for that.
It's a really specialized unit. You do other things, and then you go to SWAT if SWAT needs to be mobilized, right?
SWAT is a auxiliary duty for us here. We are varying different jobs in the department, whether it be detectives, patrol, but when the situation arises to SWAT, we kind of leave our full-time positions and gear up for SWAT and go do that.
Well, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the residents of Huntington Beach, man. You guys kick it. You do it every day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Our K-9 division.
Knight, he's a 3-year-old pup going on 4. He's a Dutch Shepherd. He's been with HB for approximately 3 years. Me and him have been partnered together for the last 10 months approximately. This guy he's been used several times, has 2 apprehensions for us, and yeah, that's Knight in a nutshell.
But the cool thing is about the dogs is that the dog can go in some places that you don't want to go in.
So the saying that we have is paws before boots. So they are very smart, very strong animals. They can sustain a lot. So if it's possible, we utilize the dog instead of sending officers in first, depending on the situation. Obviously, depending on the weapons used or the suspects we're trying to apprehend, is going to determine whether we use the dog or not.
How many canine right now on staff?
Right now on staff we have 2. Knight's number 2, and then we have our senior handler Wade with Marco.
Really an opportunity for the community to come out, support the police department, and also talk to the officers that are out there every day in the streets and understand a little bit more about what they do.
And yeah, that's true, because the rank and file is here today, and they actually get to meet and learn a lot about the police department.
Yeah, so that's our goal for today. There are, every day you see them out there and doing their thing, but you maybe don't quite understand exactly what they're doing or why they're doing. We are out here to answer questions, to talk to the community, to let them know what they can expect from the police department, what we do, and how we support the police department, and what we can ask of the community to support us.
Right. Well, you guys do a great job every year. Thank you, Jen, and keep up the great work for the city of Huntington Beach.
Thank you, Matt, and thank you to the community. We really appreciate your support.
Can I learn more about the Huntington Beach Master Parks Plan?
Thanks, Lynn, for your question. So the Parks Master Plan, we have a responsibility to make sure that we are garnering community input. And so the Parks Master Plan, the last one that we had was in 2016, working with RJM Design Group. And so 5 years later in 2021, here we are again doing our due diligence to make sure that we continue to involve the community in our programs and services and park acquisitions. And so working with RJM Design Group this year, we are now embarking on our 2021 Parks Master Plan. And so this document is really intended to be a roadmap for our department to look at programs and services and the development of our parks. But really the most important part of this project is garnering community input. And so over the last few months, we have been putting out community surveys, we've been conducting online webinars, and it's been a little different than in the past because we're now in this awesome opportunity for a virtual world. And so our surveys have been available for up to 2 weeks. There's been 3 surveys, and each survey has built upon one another. And so we've concluded all of the formal surveying, but on our website currently is a feedback button where you can continue to provide your feedback about all of the happenings that has gone on with the Parks Master Plan through the end of this project. So this Parks Master Plan really will help the department over the next 5 years develop our programs, our services, look at our different parks that we have in the city, and really meet the needs of the community. There may be some things that we are missing that we don't know about, and the more that we continue to involve the community in the engagement process, the more we'll understand how we need to shift our department's priorities and initiatives to make sure that we are meeting the needs of our residents. So this fiscal year has been nothing short of a very motivational year. We actually have 26 capital improvement projects that we've been working on, and some of those include the Edison conceptual plan, where we are in the latter process of redesigning or developing a conceptual plan for all of Edison Park. We have also looked at the lodgepole over at the Blufftop Park. So through this process, we are developing a new playground over at Central Park, which will open towards the end of this calendar year. And just a number of playground improvements. We're in the process of upgrading the lighting at the Huntington Beach Sports Complex. So you'll continue to see a number of projects over this fiscal year, and we're actually right now identifying new projects for next fiscal year. So the community's input through the master plan and just continuing even between those master plans really does help us develop our priorities so that we know what is important to you. Because parks make life better.
Huntington Beach has a long tradition, a long love affair tradition with surfing and cars. It's in our culture. And today, it's Cars and Copters. Hey, John Etheridge is here with us from the Huntington Beach Police Community Foundation. John, this is the biggest one yet?
It's the biggest one yet. We had 420 cars, absolutely sold out to the gills. There's got to be 70,000 people down here today. It's an unbelievable event. So much fun. We had VIPs. We got our fire guys right here cooking tacos for our VIPs. I mean, we had Ferrari sponsor. We had Lamborghini sponsor. We had Aston Martin sponsor. We had Mother's sponsor.
What is the affection we have with the automobile in Huntington Beach? It goes back years.
So you think about car culture, and a lot of us think about like old cars, right? You can pan right there, Matt. There's old cars here, but this is hypercars, supercars.
The money that's derived from the show, of course, we mentioned Huntington Beach Community Foundation, Police and Community Foundation. Specifically, what does that pay for?
So the Huntington Beach Police and Community Foundation raises money to assist the police department with community relations. So one of the things we've done is buy portable defibrillators for each police car. We have also bought 2 police horses and 2 police dogs. Those are things that the city doesn't have budget for when there's an immediate need.
Yeah,
and the foundation is pleased and proud to help with that. We're thrilled to support them in everything they do. Our team at the Huntington Beach Police and Community Foundation is unbelievable.
Unbelievable is the word, because this is an unbelievable show right on the parking lot in front of the Waterfront Beach Resort at Hilton Hotel. Thanks, John.
Thank you, Matt. We appreciate you. Love you, Huntington Beach.
Even the boats want to get into the act. We actually have 3 helicopters now in the city of Huntington Beach, right?
We do have 3 helicopters. We fly the MD-520N, and they're no-tar helicopters, so if you've ever noticed us flying above, it sounds a little different than a typical helicopter. It sounds more like a hairdryer because we don't have a tail rotor. So a little bit quieter, but still helicopters make noise. So we have 3 of them. They're very fast. If you decide you want to try to run from us, you're not going to get away.
No, in fact, these helicopters have saved lives, and you know firsthand, don't you, Mark?
I definitely do know that. So, and another thing that we do is a lot of times kids will get lost, and we can get overhead and we can start giving PA announcements. And a lot of times, the missing people are at friends' houses, and you know, as a parent, anytime your kid is missing, obviously that's significant. So, if we can get overhead and find your kid for you, you know, it makes things great. So that's one of the things we do. We do many things, but it's always proud to be able to deliver a lost kid back to their parents.
They do many things very well in the city of Huntington Beach. Thanks, Mark.
Great. Have a great day.
It's like a convention for photographers, because where there's hot, great cars are photographers. Ice cream truck car, or how do you explain it?
It is. It's a 1956, really beautifully modified. It makes lots of people smile, and I'm going to show you how. Smiles for miles. There you go, Matt.
Yes! I love it!
Another example of how this community comes together, supports one another, and you know, I think Rocky really epitomizes that, in that he really is all inclusive. He's always thinking about other people, and he really does this because of his love of surfing and his love of the beach, and he wants to share that with everybody. And for me, these are the things that really, I think, exemplify Huntington Beach. Another example of how this city is all inclusive and it thinks of everyone.
We're going to make this work. It's challenging conditions for the chairboard. It's not optimal. It's great for surfing, not for the chairboard. It's so big. High tide, shore breaks intense. We're just going to ride a couple white waters in, just to demonstrate. This isn't going to be really what this is capable of.
The message is Rocky, no matter what, he never makes anything ruin his day, and he always continues to put a smile on everybody's faces. And the fact that he's doing what he's doing and including this adaptive surfboard is just amazing to have that experience, to allow people with disabilities and special needs and just everything be able to have that experience to surf.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rocky.